Sonic in Sonic Frontiers has one of the most unique and versatile movesets in the series compared to everything before it. There are some games that have had Sonic do more than just jump and roll, but in Frontiers, he's out here shooting shockwaves, creating gusts of wind to offset enemies, and using his speed to pull off numerous other techniques. But what would all of that look like when recreated into the Battle Network universe? What if a build designed for Sonic, specifically Sonic from Frontiers, existed in Mega Man Battle Network, and what would it look and play like? That's what we'll find out today. And you already know that I love a challenge and any chance to improve and have fun, so we're going to create said build and then see how it stacks up in PvP. The game that I've chosen to pick Sonic's moveset from is Battle Network 5, which I'm kind of happy about. I'm just glad it's not 6 because I wanted to give the other games some love too. But even with this being the case, it's still kind of sucky because I believe each game has a good few solid options we could make use of, especially Battle Network 3. I was so close to choosing Battle Network 3, but Battle Network 5 just has a lot of synergized options throughout its various codes that I agree with a tad more. But anyhow, since they all have something neat to share, I'll give some honorable mentions along the way. In the meantime, let me know which Battle Network game you think would suit Sonic from Frontiers best. I may have overlooked some things that would actually make said game a better option. Now, like I've mentioned before, Sonic in Sonic Frontiers has one of the most unique movesets in the series thus far. Of course, he still has his homing attack amongst a few other things like sliding, stomping, and sort of bouncing. But now he does a series of punches and kicks, though I suppose this technically isn't the first time he does those things, but yeah. He has multiple variants of shockwaves and spinning attacks. We have a full-on parry and a counter linked to that parry. And finally, we have the game's staple, the Cyloop. Now, let's go ahead and start with Cyloop first. Cyloop is a move where Sonic encloses a light trail around an enemy. And just to lay out the groundwork for how I went about incorporating Sonic's moves into the game, I will be taking a move I'd like to use, take a look at how chips either resemble that move in its aesthetic or in how the chip moves or functions when executed. And I'll mostly be pulling from our code for all of these chips as a personal preference. Cyloop was actually the hardest to come up with throughout all of the games. Every option kind of felt like reaching, but an honorable mention that came to mind and that came kind of close was Sparkman. Sparkman's attack moves similarly to Cyloop, and its electric property makes it resemble trails of light, but only in the traditional sense because Sonic's trail of light is blue. As for what chips I believe work best for Battle Network 5, those would be Boomer, Larkman, and Heat Body. Boomer and Larkman are contenders solely because of their movement resembling Cyloop and really nothing more besides that. When it comes to Heat Body, I only consider it because it's the only one I felt visually resembles Cyloop the most, with the attack encircling the opponent. Kind of like Galactic Donut, actually. But if only I could make it blue, that would make it fit its aesthetic a bit better. Now, let's move on to the homing attack. This allows Sonic to immediately zoom up to any object or enemy that is within Sonic's path. There's still some reaching I had to do for this, but I still had a few ideas that could possibly fit. A few honorable mentions being the dash attack series as it zooms towards opponents at high speeds, and even the machine sword series in Battle Network 6, since it auto-locks into dealing damage after conditions are met. The enemy itself shows this off a bit better, but anyhow. In Battle Network 5, I chose Cactus Ball, Proto Man, and Roll. Cactus Ball mostly because it's spherical in nature and launches forward with the chance to hit multiple times. And Proto Man and Roll because they both travel up to the opponent's position and deal damage. Alright, Sonic Boom or Cross Slash is up next. When these moves are executed, they release numerous shockwaves at enemies. We actually have some chips that are more on the nose this time around. Honorable mentions like the Shockwave series or Rock Arm or Wave Arm series that send a shockwave in front of Megaman. Gutsman, who more or less does the same thing but with a different presentation and I suppose even wide shot, as it sends a wave forward that kinda just looks like a singular shockwave. In Battle Network 5, I decided to go with Neo Variable Sword, specifically the supersonic boom input because it sends multiple waves down the field. I did want to use more chips for this move, but that's just how I crumbled the cookie because of the game choice and the code choice, but that's okay. Next up is Cyclone Kick and Spin Slash. They both pull off an attack that spins in a cyclone-like manner, one rising like a tornado as the attack is initiated, and the other continues to play out on the same vertical plane. Honorable mentions for these moves are, of course, the Tornado series. I would have loved to use it in the earlier games because they have cool artwork for Blower and Twister, but oh well. We also have Airman and Windman, who are neat thoughts as well, and the Airspin series and even Moonblade are decent picks. What I did go with in this case was Airwhirl and Nightman. Airwhirl sending a tornado out and around while also being blue, so that's a plus. And Nightman throwing his Wrecking Ball 360 degrees around himself. I honestly expected to have more representation for these moves in Battle Network 5, but again, it's just how everything fell into place. It's time for Parry and Grand Slam. This is basically a move where Sonic deflects an oncoming attack, leaving the enemy vulnerable for a counterattack, Grand Slam being that dedicated counterattack. Luckily, there are some solid options for Parry, like our trusty dusty Reflect here, and Battle Network 4 even has a straight up counter. I really wanted to use this even though I know it would be kind of hard to use in PvP, but I mean, that would be the point. And thinking of chips that behave similarly to Grand Slam, Yo-Yo would be an awesome pick, not only in how it attacks but in its aesthetic as well, seeing as the sharp blades look like the spinning aura orbiting Sonic during this attack. In Battle Network 5, anti-damage is a thing. It's like the substitution jutsu and how it's triggered, but it's a parry and counter attack at its core when looking at its execution. I did include something else for the parry, but we will come back to it later. The last move that I included in today's folder is Phantom Rush. When maxing out Sonic's combo gauge, he unlocks a state that allows him to lash out a flurry of blows from all sides. There are a few chips that come close to replicating this, like Risky Honey, Delta Ray, and Circus Man, all being chips that rush in and do multiple hits at a time. What I ended up going with in Battle Network 5 was Meteor Knuckle, a very spot-on choice with bombarding the opponent with fists, but I was conflicted because I thought about filling my Giga Chip slot with something else that would represent another one of Sonic's moves. But before I get to that, let's make sure we fill out the rest of our folder with some basic chips like North Wind. This actually fits in with the theme, seeing as Gusts of Wind are a feature with the Cyloop, but besides that, let's top it off with some barriers and area grabs for the sake of support. Now, going back to moves that I hadn't included, let's move on to the rest of the honorable mentions for said moves. First off is Homing Shot, a move that shoots out energy spheres. This is where I thought Bass would be a good Giga Chip to use in representation of this move. He literally throws spheres at you. I wish they were blue to match Sonic's color scheme though, but oh well. Some other options could have been Bubble Cross and Bubble Spread since bubbles are spherical and blue, but it's kind of a reach, to be honest. For Wild Rush, I thought Colonel from Battle Network 6 would be a great choice. Wild Rush is an attack that moves in a zigzag pattern, and Colonel is about as zigzag as it gets. For Stomp or Bounce, we have chips like Quake and Binder. And when thinking about how Sonic punches and kicks in this game, the Guts Punch series and other Fist series are pretty spot on. And finally, when considering Sonic's aura, Elect Aura would be nice, and taking advantage of a leg bug style would be cool since Sonic is ailing from a condition throughout the game. The only downside about both of these is that they aren't blue. Blue is usually a representation of Aqua in this series, but what can you do? Alright, let's put on some finishing touches to this build through the Navi Cust. Fortunately, it'll be fairly easy. The only ability that makes it into the Navi Cust from my perspective would be Parry. I mentioned before that I had something else in mind for the Parry, and that would be Reflect. Yes, Reflect is a chip, but also a Navi customizer part. Besides that, we'll max out his speed, of course, and even his charge as well, mostly because when Sonic executes his moves, he doesn't need any wind-up time to use them, unless you count the drop dash. And for his attack, we'll add 1 for a total of 2 attack. His speed is his defining feature, but at the same time, he's not super weak, so we'll give him that. And as for a finishing touch, we'll fill in the rest with HP and then purposefully bug Sonic because that would match his ongoing condition in Frontiers. Alright, time to put it to the test. Alright, what do we have? We don't have any of our cool stuff just yet. I wonder... I mean, we can always defend first and foremost. And as far as... let's see, as far as like, I don't have... Let's see, I do have Tomahawk Man I can use. I honestly, to tell you the truth, I didn't think about if I was gonna even use the transformations. I forget what they're called in this one, but the crosses, so to speak. I didn't think about that. So let's just defend first and then see what they have in store. Also, this is BlueStar. They decided to go, I see. They decided to help me with this, and they're using the same folder I am. Oh! Okay, I see. I do have 2 times damage, so this will be good. I'm not gonna reveal what I have. Like, let's see. They already have... Interesting. I mean, if he gets up close, that would be good. This would be nice damage. I would like that. Let's see. I don't want to use that just yet, but I don't have a lot of chips. This is just kind of sucky because of the nature of the build, but they have to get closer or else I can't do anything about it. Let's see if they want to use their attack to come up front and I can just use Nightman at that point. I'll stand back. That's almost not like the best thing. I have this though. He'll want to step up. Okay, very good. Get him, Nightman. Use the power. Oh, he's confused. Oh yes, I'm not getting up there. Ah, shoot. All right, cool. All right, very good. So this is good. We have more. We have a lot of our abilities in one. Like we have our Cyloop stuff, and we have kind of like our homing attack. But we'll see. Is there a way? Maybe I could use this first and then this. And also, do I benefit from grass? Maybe I do. So maybe we can actually transform. We'll just use the ability for that. And I don't know. I have not played 5 in such a long time, so I honestly don't know. But we'll see. Let's do. Okay. But we're both weak to the fire damage. Very good. Oh, I think is the Buster a gem too? Ew, I don't know. We can clutch it out. Let's see. This goes up and around. This is like our tornado attack. I don't think he'll want to stand up here again. So let's try the tornado attacks. Let's see. Meteor knuckle. Oh crap. Ooh, I am stuck though. That's unfortunate. No. Alright, wait. Oh no! Oh, that doesn't work here? Oh shoot. This doesn't work because Proto Man. Huh. this is unfortunate. I don't know. When did they only just recently got destroyed? I think he's my best bet, and I can charge attack too. That's, oh shoot, that's an option. Okay, good. This is good. All right, well we we did it. All right, here's round 2. I forget if I already mentioned, but this is BlueStar that's helping me with this. We're using the same folder, and we're trying to see how useful Sonic's abilities can be used in a regular PvP match, which this isn't really regular because this isn't against someone who just has a regular folder. However, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. We'll see how practical it can be. Let's see. We can get rid of the poison. I will be susceptible though. I have to watch out. So maybe let's step back first. We would want to keep our area, but I'm taking a full hand. Don't do what I do. Don't do what I do. This turns it all to... Okay, understood. That's fine for me. I'll use it. This is what happens when you have the same. Okay. He doesn't want to get... Oh, I could have did it right there. Okay. Oh, I forgot my input. What is it? Is it B left B? Oh, I honestly don't know. I don't know the combination, but I'll have to figure out if it is true. We have another one, but let's let's hold on to that and let's use that towards the end. He's up here, he wants that. Yeah, nope, I don't want that. Oh, darn it. Okay, he moved, he gave me the spot. What? I wasn't charging? What is this? Hold on, let's see. We have another Cyloop, and then we have our tornadoes. We can always anti-damage, but let's also back out of this. And let's try our Neo variable sword. I don't know if I'll get the input correct though. Let's in front of the rock just in case he has Protoman or someone. That's the only good thing is that... Oh! Ah! Oh no! I'm dizzy! I don't have super armor or anything. Oh shoot! Yeah, paralyzed. Oh, so close. Larkman doesn't hit here, I don't think. I think he does. A very specific arrangement. Let's see if we can get a charge attack off. I'm still confused. He has status guard too, right? Yeah, he does. I thought he might stay there just because he can tank it. Okay, understood. Larkman does... No, he doesn't. Unless it's only on the person's field, I don't know. So maybe I can... Well, let's use North Wind first because that's always nice. Let's see if that lands. And then let's defend. Let's just see. Use North Wind. Oh, he moved back. I don't know where he goes. Is it in front of me or... Yeah, oh, so it is in front of me. Okay, well that's unfortunate. No. Oh yeah, he doesn't get... Okay, let's see. No. Oh no, that got me, didn't it? That's unfortunate. Is the stage going back to normal? I think I can go ahead and growl. I'm out of turns. That's okay. But that's unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. They get the heal though, and I can get my area grab back. Thank you so much. I really want it. Oh, I forgot that I can just do that. I have enough area for this meteor knuckle. This will be good. We might as well use it. See if there's defense first. I have no reason to not do anything. Oh, shoot. Can he charge? Oh, shoot, no. Alright, I don't know. He didn't try anything. Wait. Come on, meteor knuckle. That hits me so many more times. What the heck? I should hold off on that. My grab banish isn't gonna be as useful here, so let's just hold off. I forget all of the combinations. I used to play this game so much. Oh, he did the Neo variable. Let me step back. Maybe that messed him up. Okay. Okay, I didn't need to use it. I forgot what I had there. I'm not gonna lie. Let's do this. I am struggling. Oh, this makes them flash on this one. Oh, shoot. Oh, so close. Give me the health though, I need it. Shoot, shoot, shoot. My buster has not bugged a good few times. Look, I'm getting so much luck on this north wind thing. He's right here, but Proto Man is probably gonna do me better. Just cause he's easier to land. My homing attack. Oh shoot. Don't play around. He has anti-damage. Oh. So. Oh, what? I only had to wait like a second. I wasn't paying attention. This is what happens. Very good. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, okay. Very good. Very good.
So 5's meta is a lot different than 6. The one you built here is definitely like I could see you're making it with kind of like a 6 mindset. Like in 6 this could work really well, but 5 has a couple different wrenches that would throw into these little plans here. The biggest one being dark chips and how Dark Soul works. Going with the Tomahawk and Toad Soul that you kind of got playing in this folder, and then also like the rules that you set for this build. Dark Wide would actually fit pretty well as what's the attack? It was Cross Slash. So looking at dark chips over here, if your opponent is playing Dark Soul and getting them to 0 HP, we'll send them into a berserk state, kind of like Overbeast. A very common chip is Dark Recovery, which gives you 1000 HP. Most people will hold on to Dark Recovery until they're in that berserk state, and then they'll use it, which basically gives them a second health bar. So the biggest difference between 5 and the other games is the addition of anti-recovery. You sit on that anti-recovery the whole game, you get them down to that berserk state, and then you put anti-recovery up. It's like, all right, go ahead, use the Dark Recovery. I dare you. You're gonna sit on this 1000 damage for yourself? I would love nothing more for you to just kill yourself right now, please. Oh, that sounds really dark. Oh boy. Going with the rules he had set up here, I think Blizzard Man would work a little better over Nightman. Nightman hits like a truck, but he can be kind of difficult to line up. And Blizzard being in B code, because you already have Proto Man and a couple other B code chips in there, would work pretty good.
And that could be kind of like for Sonic's, like, well, that could be for homing attack or homing shot, but like,
or like a spin dash, because he throws like a little ball down the line.
And any of those pretty much. Very good. My build for Sonic in Battle Network 5 is pretty decent in concept, but in the specific confines of Battle Network 5, the revision with BlueStar's input fares better because of the nature of Battle Network 5's scene for PvP battles. And that revision consisted of removing our spin slash attack in Nightman in exchange for the drop dash in Blizzard Man. And there's also the removing of the panel grabs in place of anti-recovery and another sonic boom or cross slash attack in Dark Wide. BlueStar also revised the Navi Cust to max all buster stats and add super armor while also removing the HP. In my final version, however, I'll keep a similar version of my initial Navi Cust build just to stick with the theme of Sonic's alien condition. But for now, that's all the changes made to ensure Sonic's moveset can remain somewhat practical. I will be showing a set of matches between BlueStar and I both using the revised folder at a later date, but let me know if you'd like to see me use Sonic's build in a regular match as well. Besides all of that though, what did you think of my take on Sonic's moveset in Battle Network 5, and let me know which game you would have chosen for Sonic's build. I did make complete folders during my research for the other games, so if you'd like to see those as well, just let me know. I put together themed folders quite often and this was pretty fun, so I want to do more character themes as well, so just let me know who else you'd like to see. That's it for me. Make sure to take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.